answer that because I don't think about things in terms of being impressive very often. I can tell you some things that really are rewarding to me for my affiliation in MME is seeing my graduate students follow and work in MME and be somewhat successful. I believe that I've had 3 of my graduate students, probably over the past decade, win top paper awards in MME. And that is very gratifying. And then to see some of them become involved as division officers and now as graduate student representatives on the committee, that's great because there's a very good camaraderie and there always has been a very good collegiality in it. I had a graduate faculty member kind of direct me in this way. But here's a funny thing about this, is that the chair of my master's thesis, Robert Picard, is one of the charter members and creators of MME division in AEJMC back in the 1980s. Now, when I studied with Picard at LSU in the early to mid 80s, MME didn't even exist. But I wrote a media management and economics thesis under his guidance. And so, you know, I can really credit Robert with, and I think many of us would credit Robert Picard. He's really one of the founding and seminal scholars in our field, no doubt. And I think, you know, if it weren't for Robert, I probably wouldn't have stayed that involved, quite frankly. The impact from my association, first of all, there's 2 different questions there. AEJMC is one thing, MMEE now is something else. AEJMC is this great big organization that has lots of friends and networks and all different kinds of interest groups and disciplines, and and you make a lot of friends there. And of course, you connect with a lot of your old friends there from doctoral school and things like that. But MME, for me at least, provided a home where I knew my scholarship fit. And then that, quite frankly, became the basis for a whole network of friends and colleagues that I've been very fortunate to have, and my career's benefited greatly from. I was mentored by some fabulous senior scholars. I was welcomed into MME early on by senior level scholars. I think about Steve Lacey, who encouraged me a great deal, Ann Hollifield, who encouraged me a great deal, Randy Bean encouraged me a great deal, and of course, Robert Picard as well, although Robert never really had to be very persuasive. So again, I founded this, you know, through a research network, and it's the other thing I would say is how MME has impacted my career is that I found a place to do some national service that seemed valuable and worthwhile. And so MME is a small enough division where we always have a lot of ideas and good things that we'd like to do, but not always enough people to do them. And so if you want to make good friends and have a close network of research colleagues and want to get involved and active in AEJMC broadly, MME or MMEE is a very good place to do so because you can get involved almost as soon as you're ready to start, and you'll find a very welcoming place. I've always been interested, really for 30 years, throughout my career. The current that's run through my research has been the study of change. And I've always been interested in the way that organizations change in response or in anticipation of changing environments. I've always been interested, quite frankly, in how that's impacted professional values and the way that journalists do their work and managers manage them. And so that interest continues. Um, some of the things we've looked at more recently involve the impact of, of digital functionalities and digital change on professional values, the extent to which some of those values are being reshaped in a digital environment, how management, quite frankly, is leading or guiding this change. These are currents that have run through my research all along and, excuse me, and continue to. I've worked in the last year on a couple of interesting projects, the impact of COVID on broadcast news creation and production, and how the COVID virus has been managed. Actually, I did some of that work with a graduate student here at Oklahoma. I'm working with another set of graduate students trying to understand better what digital news organizations are interested in their hires. And so skills and attributes that they seek in their hires, this extends the existing research, a long line of research on journalism job ads outside of the realm of the legacy news media organizations. You know, those legacy news media organizations are saddled with maintaining and trying to sustain their digital or their non-digital media, their analog media. And that is an extra burden. And so for me, the innovation and quite frankly, where the action is, if you're looking towards the future, is to see what the digital only outlets are doing. And then I've been working another group about understanding the nature of digital engagement and how social media create how different news organizations create product portfolios to engage their audience, and quite frankly, how different niches may indeed facilitate different types and encourage different types of engagement. So that's where I've been.